guys, I'm Joel,
And I'm Chris.
and we are Haphazard Press, and we're here to answer some of your questions.
Joel. By design.
It's all I'm good at, though. That's not really a fair question.
I think from the start, it's always been our intention that, I keep a lot more of the logistics and the admin and stuff going, and you are our design workforce. Also by intention, because when larger bands actually started taking notice and getting a hold of us, it was Joel's illustration style that they were responding to. So, from the start, Hazard has kind of been built on, even the way I draw and illustrate now is a mimic to a lot of what Joel does, and we kind of have grown outward from there. But it's Joel, definitely Joel.
So, a lot of times, like a sketch or a rough idea, or if you're just trying to capture that spark or a quick layout, I'll start on paper. Usually really loose, not a lot of detail, and then from there I almost take everything over. Recently we've started using the iPads a little bit more, but the vast majority of the time it's on like a Cintiq, on an iMac, using like Photoshop or Illustrator.
Probably same. Yeah, very much. Most of my early thumbnails, if I get a chance to actually capture them before I lose the idea, are notoriously on the back of envelopes or napkins that Post-its I'm very prone to lose. Sometimes the idea is just like super clear, so you can just sit down on the iPad and just bang it out right there, and it kind of works. But almost all the finishing is still done on the higher end equipment, like the Wacom stuff, things that we know that we have the high control on, especially the coloring for sure.
We are not cool enough to have original inks, so.
Not all of us can be Dan Blacks, and the amazing people that break their wrists like Dave Clark every day doing. So I think optimally we would love to do that, but so much of our process through the years has probably just been ingrained in that we're kind of churn and burn, and I think we're okay with that. We like the variety of being able to not necessarily like do more at lesser quality, but to keep moving and not to have a whole lot of things that kind of stop up our process. I think the creative flow is really important to us. We want to keep it open all the way through to try to get the best work out. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, no, I'm working on a thing with them right now. No, yeah, by the time this is out, there'll probably have been a new thing really starting happening.
It's done.
You might already have your answer. So. As many as they'll let us.
As many as they'll let us.
No. No.
How many posters a year do we want to do? Well, we can find out if you reach out to Nick Reinerson.
No. Help me. I'm tired.
I don't know.
I can tell you the year I stopped counting. Let's see, the year I stopped counting how many posters we made a year, because it just became too stressful, was probably 2017, 2018, somewhere in there. Early on, we just kind of had to map out how many we could fit in, because that was just survival. I think as things grew, it just became more keeping up the pace of steady work and not worrying about the count so much. I know the most we've ever done in a year was 63.
Total?
Yeah, we did 63, including being involved with collaborating and printing.
Yeah, I'd say on average, probably 2 to 3 per month per person. It's probably a safe, that obviously fluctuates. But
It's hard because not all posters are generally just specific 18 by 24. For example, Joel might be working on a really complex single print, an 18 by 24 for a whole fall thing, and I might be working on a diptych, which means I'm working on 2 panels at the same time at a full scale. I would say on average though, we kind of like to try and have a balance of at least 2 or 3 open projects per month that we're working on. Slowly moving forward, or at least planning for.
difference between screen printing and what you're assuming a regular digital print. Digital print, like you said, you're going to create something that's going to print out on the printer. The screen print is actually being produced individually, 1 sheet at a time, 1 color at a time. Literally, if you're doing a poster that's 3 colors and it's 100 pieces of paper, that first 100 is going to have the first color, and then you're going to cycle back. And each page is touched by hand, It's ran on a press, it's put on a drying rack, and it's a lot more hands-on and thus a lot more
It's a labor of love.
tactile and personal. There's room for error. There's room for, a little bit of chaos, and
You can't walk away. It demands your attention every second from
Yeah.
start to finish.
it just feels like a little more love.
I feel like I should go, right? Yeah. The obsession is real. That is probably the easiest way to explain it. I don't think you can get into anything and love doing it professionally if you're not also in tune to the other things that are being made in it. So I kind of see it as part of my job and a way to collect posters. I have a very big collection at home that I recently just even had to move to flat files and stuff. To be more specific, it's all other people's work. We of course have archives of everything we've done, but I think that we put in the time and the love when we do on the artwork, and it actually kind of takes us some time to have to come back and fall in love with it again. It's more beneficial for us as artists to surround ourselves with the art that we want to see and the artists that kind of inspire us. Dave Clock is one of the most frustrating people I have on my wall because I can't walk past that print and not feel like I'm not doing enough to illustrate better. And that's really useful, actually, at least in my house. Mostly all personal collection, all other artists.
Most everything I have, honestly, probably came from a friend or another poster artist, and I didn't have to pay for it. So it's not that I don't love what we do and love looking at it as much as I'm just really cheap and don't like things. So the ones I have, absolutely astounding. It's a nice reminder of all my friends and all the way more talented people that I know than I am. But much smaller than Chris's collection. Significantly smaller.
We also don't have the same collector mentality. So
Yeah, I don't like collecting things.
Yeah.
I don't like stuff.
that's one of the things I'm jealous of that you have, because like I very much do, and I feel like because you don't have that, there's like a whole portion of your life you just don't have to stress about it.
Yeah, that's it. I don't like stress and things. Yeah, there's just no. We used to kind of have our hands in a little bit more, and we were a little more active with kind of more community-based stuff. But then a lot of that stopped just because of COVID. And so I think right now we're kind of just on the cusp of getting all those balls rolling again and trying to, get some of that happening around here again. Because we definitely miss it. So fingers crossed. We're sitting next to a stage, so it'd be a waste not to.
It's right over there, and it's mostly plugged in. Very soon, yeah. I think we missed the music aspect of it. For artists and for it being mostly what we work into, it's not only just really fun to host, but it's like kind of a really good reset moment for us to just be like, even if you're not a big show with thousands of people, and have your local friends or have a band you really respect to come in and be sitting in the space where we get to make stuff for people like this with 50 other friends or guests and be able to enjoy like a really one-on-one experience. And that's kind of what the music part's all about. I think it's really recharging for us, and it's definitely going to come back eventually. Why you do the thing you do? Just do that thing.
Yeah, it's just like, I can do this.
Why?
Well, let me ask you, how do you do what you do? What you do?
Who do you do? I know why I do, but if you do, then I do.
No, not that one. Don't take that one.
That was dumb as fuck.
Now go to that voodoo that you do so well.